My name's Miranda, owner of What's Left Apparel, and today I'm going to show you some items I bought from Marshalls to resell on Poshmark. I sell on a few other platforms such as Mercari and Facebook Marketplace, but today we are going to focus on Poshmark because that is my main reselling platform. So as you can see here, I have a few pairs of shoes. I'll go through those individually as well as a few other items, and I'll kind of explain why I bought these, and everything that I'm going over today I do have currently listed on Poshmark, and so maybe in the future I'll do another video on some items that have sold on Poshmark that I actually purchased from Marshalls as well. So let's start with these over here. These are some men's soccer shoes, Nike soccer shoes. I do pick up a lot of Nikes and Adidas just because they're very popular and they sell very well. I am not so much into researching which items to buy. Sometimes I'll check comps and see what's sold on Poshmark, but for the most part I am blindly buying these because I get really good deals on them, and I just kind of want to test and see what works and what doesn't work and go from there. But these I purchased for $18, and I think they're pretty nice. Again, they're men's, and I can't remember the specific names for all of these, but I have the titles actually listed on my Poshmark closet if you're curious about any of these and the way I do my listings. You can always go check my Poshmark closet, Once Loved Apparel, and the loved is LVD. There wasn't enough characters to spell out the whole name. So anyways, next are these Donald Kleiner. I think that's how you say it. They're like a creamish off-white, just casual shoe. They're actually very soft, kind of suede-like, if you can see them there. And all of these over here are new without tags. So they haven't been worn, they're new. They just don't come with the tags. And these I paid $12 for. I also had a pair of yellow ones of these in men's that have already sold, and you can check that listing as well in my Poshmark closet to see how much they sold for. But I know that these will sell. And that's another thing too. I only buy items that I know for sure are going to sell, and I'm going to make at least what I paid for. Hopefully a profit, but if I can at least make what I paid for them, then I'm willing to take that chance on any item. And a lot of items you can at least get what you paid for, if not even just a little bit extra. And so I'm always willing to take that risk. Some of you might not be able to, and that's fine too. But I just like to test the waters and see what sells and what doesn't sell. Alright, so next are these, let's see, are these in? Yeah, these are Nikes too. These Nike cleats. You'll see here I have a lot of Nikes and Adidas cleats and sportswear athletic shoes. That's just because the prices for Marshalls cleats are ridiculously low, and I'd rather pay super cheap prices for them and see if they sell. These were, I can't even remember honestly, $8 or less, maybe $4. I get a lot of cleats for like $2, $3, and $4. So why not chance it? So these are $8 or less. They're yellow and gray, and I actually had another pair of these exact same shoes. Let's see what size these are. These are a size 9. I had another pair of these exact same shoes sell for $35 already. So I know that if I had paid $8 or less and they sold for $35 on Poshmark, then that's a good profit. Also, don't forget, whenever selling on Poshmark, Poshmark does take a 20%, take 20% of that purchase for them to keep. So I always factor that in with my pricing as well. And there will be more videos specifically on how to price and things like that. So these are huge. These are Nike cleats. I don't remember what sport they are, honestly. These are size 16. I know some of you might be thinking, wow, that's ridiculously big, and why are you buying shoes that are so big if they might not sell? But again, $2, can't beat it for a pair of Nike cleats. So I'm always going to pick them up, whether they're $2, usually $4 and less, I'll pick them up. Sometimes they're like $6, maybe $8 and up. That's kind of pushing it for me. It really just depends on the shoe. But like I said, these have already sold for $35. I had a smaller pair of these, so I think a size 8, that have already sold for $40 or $45. And another one that sold on, and that was on Poshmark, and then another one that sold for around there on Mercari as well. So these are popular. I think it does depend on the size. Size 8 is fairly common, so that's maybe why the other ones have sold. Size 16, it might take a little while, but I guarantee that they're gonna sell. Alright, so let's pull some more shoes out just to show you a little bit more of what I shop for at Marshall's. These are some red Nike Fly Stepper, I believe. I don't remember the names of these, but I usually look them up. Sometimes I'll find a comp photo, or a stock photo, and yeah, they're Nike Fly Stepper 2K3. So usually I'll find a stock photo and kind of get the name by typing in the little number on the tag inside, on the size tag. These are a size 10.5. So usually on the size tag, there's a number, and I'll make a video about this later as well, but there's a number inside that you can type that in and easily find any pair of Nike shoes online. So you get that exact name that you can put in the title for your Poshmark listing. These, I paid up for these. These were about $26 or $29, but I have them priced pretty high, maybe around $80 or $75. Usually that's what I do when I do pay up for shoes, is I price them higher. But that is how much they're worth. Whenever you look online, you can see how much they're worth. So, and I thought these were pretty nice shoes. So why not give it a try? And again, at least I'll make my money back, if not a fairly good profit. Okay, I have one more pair of men's shoes to show you, and then I'll show you some of the ladies' shoes. Usually I do stick to picking out men's shoes just because I find that they sell better, and I find them a lot more reasonable, and I'm more familiar with like the Nikes and Adidas and the cleats and everything than I am just some random ladies' shoes at Marshall's. But also the men's shoes are usually priced fairly reasonably, so it makes it easier to pick those out and snag them up when I can. So these are another pair of Nike shoes. Kind of see here. Don't remember the exact name of these either. I'm not too fond of how these look. I think they're pretty hideous actually, but when I was in Marshall's, I realized that these were on sale for $30, and there was multiple other pairs on clearance for $63, I believe it was. So I'm like, wow, if I got these on clearance for $30 and there's more on clearance for 60 something, then it might be worth something. And these are size 8, so again, that's a fairly popular size. But I also checked the comps for these while I was in the store and realized that these are selling about $80 to $100. So that's pretty much what I have mine listed at in my closet. And we'll see if they sell for that. I know other resellers talk about pricing, and they do a lot of research and everything. And I do some research, but for me it's more of a guessing game of what to price it at for now, just as I'm still getting more and more comfortable with how I price the items, and how much I pay, and tracking how much I pay versus how much they sell for, and then that profit margin. So for me, it is kind of a guessing game on how to price those, and I don't really have a specific strategy for that, other than when I do decide to check the comps for them. Okay, so now let's look at some ladies' shoes. So, as you probably know, Birkenstocks are super popular right now. More so in the summertime, but I sell any kind of items all year round. I don't focus as much on the seasons because it could be hot in Florida and cold in Colorado. So These are some Papilio, I don't really know how to say it, Birkenstock sandals. You can see here, they're actually super cute, and these actually have the tags on them, so I thought that was pretty cool. Having the tags on it definitely increases the value. And these I paid $15 for. I got a pair that are super similar. You can check my solds on Poshmark, and I paid $15 for that pair. And the cool thing was they sold for, I believe, 50 something, 54 or 60, and they sold so quickly that I'm glad I got this pair. This pair hasn't sold yet, but again, they're only $15. You can't beat it for some Birkenstocks. They might even be my size. I might need to keep them. They're super cute. All right. Next, I have these Sam Edelman mules. See if you can see them. These were $8, and these are a size 7. They're actually, I found these in multiple different sizes on the shelf, and I decided to go ahead and get them, even though $8 is a little high. But I decided to get these because they are Sam Edelman, and Sam Edelman is more of an expensive brand, and they do sell pretty well. And I looked these up. These are really oversaturated right now on Poshmark and on other platforms. But for only $8, it was hard to say no. So I believe I got 2 pairs of these. And they're just these gold mules, but I think they're super cute, so why not? And last but not least is this Steve Madden backpack / fanny pack bag. Now with this, I paid only $4 for this. This was a freaking steal. I got 3 of these actually, and have 2 of them in my closet. But $4, you can't beat that price for Steve Madden. And the cool thing is, it does have the tag, so it's new with tag. Believe it or not, and the tag originally says $108, so that's a lot. I think I have this priced in my closet for $75 right now. So you can see if I paid $4, it's priced in my closet $75, may even go down to $50 or $60. And you can imagine that profit from a $4 bag. So that's super cool to think about, and that's one of those things that gets me excited about reselling, when you can get something for a super reasonable price and then flip it for so much higher. And it's pretty cute. Like, if this didn't sell, I could keep it. That's another thing. I like to look for things that, if for whatever reason it doesn't sell, which I can almost guarantee that almost anything will sell at the right price, then you could always keep it for yourself or give it to a friend, give it as a gift. So I like to think about that, when I'm shopping for shoes, shopping for my size, shopping for clothes, shop for my size, things like that, just in case. But yeah, this bag was only $4, super good deal. And what usually happens is about twice a year, Marshalls and TJ Maxx have a, let me lay that down. Marshalls and TJ Maxx have a yellow tag final clearance sale. So basically, almost everything, not everything in the store, but almost all of the clearance in the store is marked down. The red tags will then get marked down to yellow tags, so it's even cheaper. So you can get some really good stuff during those deals. I usually buy way more than I even need to, but it's so fun shopping for those yellow tag sales because they're so ridiculously reasonable. That it's really fun to go through the store and kind of find those yellow tags. But that happens usually about twice a year, and that's where I got some of this stuff. I know that's where I got this bag for $4, and some of the shoes as well. But a lot of times just check the cleats at Marshalls because they are super cheap. I usually go through the shoe aisle first, then I'll hit the bags, and then sometimes I'll go wander through the clothes. But I really enjoy selling shoes and purses, so that's usually what I go to. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and gained some information on shopping at Marshalls. I'll also do future videos on shopping at Marshalls and sourcing there for your reseller items. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching.